up? It's Eline and welcome back to my channel. So as I said in my last Cuties video, I was planning on also doing an Essence first impressions video, which is what today's video is going to be all about. Essence actually sent a PR kit with a lot of their new products for their fall and winter assortment update, but then I also placed an order for all of the other products that I wanted to test out. So I almost have a full face of makeup. There were a few products that I was missing, but this is almost a full face of makeup. So yeah, I was so excited to test out these products. I'm always super excited about the new Essence and Cuties products, and this year was no different. So yeah, I'm not going to make this intro too long. If you're interested in knowing how I created this makeup look and what my thoughts are on the new Essence products, then simply keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing I have to try out is the Essence Prime and Studio Glow Boosting and Pore Minimizing Primer. This is with pink clay, which that sounds really intriguing. This has clay in it. And I don't think I've ever seen a primer that has clay in it, so I'm really excited to try this out. So it is supposed to give you a fresh touch and minimize the appearance of pores for a wide, awake, and radiant complexion. So yeah, let's go ahead and give this a try. Whoop. Alright, so this is what that looks like. Well, that was a fail, but I don't know if you guys can see, but it has like little specks of red, I don't know, like shimmer in it. I really don't know if you guys will be able to tell on camera, but in real life it has like little specks of red shimmer. So yeah, let's go ahead and apply this. It has a really strong scent to it, so if you are very sensitive to scents, you might not like this, but that's with a lot of Essence products, their foundations and stuff. And a lot of their face products have a strong scent to them. That primer does feel really hydrating on the skin. It added a little bit of radiance. And also my pores are a little bit less visible. It's not like a huge change, but I see a little bit of a difference, which is good. And my skin looks nice and hydrated. So yeah, that's about all I can say about the primer. Looks pretty good. Alright, so moving on to foundation, I picked up the Essence Insta Perfect Liquid Makeup. This says it has a strong matte effect and that it is waterproof with buildable coverage. I picked up the shade 30 Funny Ivory. I did notice that their shade range got a little bit better. They have more shades to choose from. It's still not enough, but they're getting there, I hope so. So that is good. But yeah, this is what the bottle looks like. It's really cute. So I'm going to read the description of the back. It says it's a liquid lightweight makeup with strong matte effect for a perfect skin tone, long lasting and waterproof, mixable with other colors, shake before use. So yeah, let's go ahead and shake this up. So as always, I'm going to do half of my face with a brush and the other half with a beauty blender and see which tool works best with this foundation. So I'm going to apply a little bit on the back of my hand. It looks very liquid and also it looks a little bit too light for me right now. I just got back from Italy and I do have a little bit of a tan going on, so I'm afraid this will be too light. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and apply it. That is definitely too light for me. And again, it has a really strong scent, so keep that in mind. Wow, this is way too light for me. So far, I have to admit, it's not really applying that well with a brush. And the color is way off, but that's my fault. Yeah, not really liking that with a brush whatsoever. It's very streaky and it's just not applying very well. So I'm going to pick up my beauty blender and try it that way. Also going to go over the rest of my face with a beauty blender and see if that helps. I will have to fix this with a lot, and I mean a lot, of bronzer because I want to do a photo shoot today and I'm looking like a clown. But also, if I have to be completely honest, it's just not blending out very easily. I hope it will oxidize like most Essence foundations. Well, not oxidize, but get a little bit darker. It's also looking very patchy around my forehead and on my like dry areas. And also my zit right here. I have a few breakouts around my chin and they're still visible. So even though it has a matte effect, I would say the coverage is like medium. I don't know you guys, so far I'm not really a big fan of this. It is buildable, that's for sure. So they're not lying about that. And I'm guessing this is waterproof too because it's not moving, it's not blending very well. Alright, so definitely not my favorite foundation, but I do have to say that the finish isn't really extremely matte. There is still a lot of like dewiness coming through from the primer. and I'm a little bit shiny, so I wouldn't say this is like a matte foundation. I would say it has more of like a natural finish, but it does look a little bit cakey on dry patches. So yeah, so far not really my favorite foundation. Moving on to concealer, they released two new ones. They're actually the same, but there is a more illuminating version and then a matte version. So these are the Camouflage Plus concealers. This is the matte one which they sent me, and then I also picked up the Healthy Glow one. They're both in the shade Light Ivory, and this is what they look like right here. So I'm going to apply the matte version on this side of my face and then the Healthy Glow on this side of my face, and compare the two and see which one I like better. I do have very dry under eyes, so I'm guessing I will like the illuminating one better, but we will see. This is what the one looks like. So again, this is the matte version, and I'm just going to use my beauty blender to blend that into my skin. Alright, so far I actually don't hate that. It doesn't look too matte or too dry underneath the eyes, and the coverage is pretty decent. So now I'm going to apply the Healthy Glow version on this side and blend that out again, and then the one I like better I will also apply on my like breakouts. Alright, so now that I have both on and I'm looking at it up close, I honestly don't see a lot of difference. I think the Healthy Glow one has a little bit more coverage, but in the finish I honestly really don't see that big of a difference. They both actually have a pretty glowy finish. So again, just like the foundation, they say it's matte, but in my opinion it's not really that matte. But yeah, the coverage is pretty decent actually. I like these concealers. They're not drying and they apply it really effortlessly. So far I really like the concealers. So then to set my under eyes and also the rest of my face, I don't have a new product, but I will use one by Essence, and this is the Stay All Day Translucent Fixing Powder. This isn't new. They have had this in their collection for a while now, but I'm going to use that to set my face. Then I also don't have a new bronzer or blush, so I'm also going to apply that really quickly, and I'll be right back. Alright, so whilst I was off camera, I also did my eyebrows really quickly. So now it is time for the most exciting part, which of course is highlight. So I picked up the Glazed Donut Highlighter. This is supposed to give you a glazed donut effect, which you guys know I am all about that glazed donut effect. So this is what the packaging looks like, which to be honest is the main reason I picked this up. I love donuts and this packaging is just way too cute. So this is what the actual highlight looks like. I am so excited to try this out. I'm going to give it a little swatch. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good, not gonna lie. It looks a little bit like the Cuties one that I tested out in my latest Cuties video. But yeah, let's go ahead and test it out. First of all, it's really powdery, but I mean, I'm not looking like a glazed donut. I will apply a second layer. That's already a little bit better, but still, I don't know. I'm not really looking like a glazed donut, to be honest. I mean, the glow is there. It's very light. It's a very light highlight, which it looks like frosting from a donut. So I get the name, but I really don't know how I feel about it. I had such high hopes, but to be honest, I'm not really blown away by it. It's not a bad highlight, and I am looking very glowy, but I don't know. I'm not really like blown away by it, and the formula is very powdery. So for me, this is like an in-between. It's not bad, but it's not like blowing me away either, so yeah. Alright, so then it's time to move on to eyeshadow. So Essence actually sent me 3 eyeshadow palettes, and then I also picked up an eyeshadow palette myself, which I really wanted to try out. So I have the Youtiful eyeshadow palette, which looks like this on the inside. This looks so beautiful. And then they also sent me the Be an Original palette and Make Your Own Magic palette, which looks so beautiful. And then they also sent me the Born Awesome palette, which also looks really cute on the inside. And I also have two single eyeshadows. These are the Melted Chrome eyeshadows. So we have a lot of eyeshadows to play with. To be honest, I think I will save these two for another video because I cannot apply all of these eyeshadows on my eyes. So I will save these for another video, but I definitely want to play around with this palette. So yeah, I will mainly use this palette, maybe use a few shades from this palette, and then if I can, I will also use the Melted Chrome eyeshadows. So yeah, starting off with this palette. This palette also comes with a mirror, which is really nice. But to set my concealer in place, I'm going to use in the Buff, which is this shade right here. That applied really easily, it's not too powdery. So far that was a really good shade. So then for my transition shade, I'm going to pick up On My Own, which is this one right here. And to apply this, they also released a new brush, and I really like their previous brushes that they came out with. It is from the same range, but it's just a new one, and this is the short blender brush. So I'm going to see if it is fluffy enough to apply my crease shade. So this is what that brush looks like. That brush is a little bit too dense for me to use it to apply my transition shade, but I will use it later on. So I'm just picking up On My Own and applying that in my crease. I do notice that there is a lot of powder kick up in the pan. So if you don't really like that, keep that in mind. But I'm just going to blend this out in my crease and also a little bit towards my brow bone with what's left on my brush. So far that is blending out very easily. Like, that looks pretty good if you ask me. I'm going to build it up just a little bit more so that it has just a little bit more intensity. But so far that is blending out like a dream. It doesn't look patchy. That looks amazing. And I also love the undertone of this eyeshadow. I think I'm going to go for more of like a fall look. But yeah, so far I am really liking this palette. I'm also going to pick up that shade and smudge it out on my lower lash line. Alright, then I'm also going to add a little bit of Fired Up in my crease to add a pop of orange. And to apply that, I am going to use the short blender brush. And I'm going to apply that a little bit lower than that transition shade, but still focus it in my crease. Picking up my previous blending brush, I'm just going to blend everything out. Alright, like so. So this is what my crease is looking like right now. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of My Time, which is this one right here on my outer corners. And I'm just going to use the same Essence brush to apply that. Okay, so since my crease is so warm, I don't think I will be able to use the Melted Chromes because they both are extremely cool toned. So for my actual lid shade, I think I'm going to use the Born Awesome palette and pick up the first shade, that is this one right here. It doesn't really have a shade name, I think. But yeah, I'm going to pick up this shade and I'm going to apply that all over my lids. But before applying that, I'm going to apply a little bit of my glitter primer. This is also by Essence. It's not new. I think they released it with their last assortment update. But yeah, I'm going to use this as a glitter primer. Alright, like so. So I'm going to apply a little bit more of my transition shade and blend everything out. But I really do like that lid shade. I did have a little bit of fallout, but I was able to remove it really easily, just dusted it away. I'm liking these eyes. They're very appropriate for fall and I'm loving it. So then to highlight my brow bone and inner corners, I'm going back in with the Born Awesome palette and picking up this shade right here. And I'm going to apply that on my brow bone and then also my inner corners. Okay, so I just realized that I forgot to use the Cosmic Cuties Fox Love Liquid Highlighter, which is such a bummer. I always forget to use cream stuff. Same with the Cuties video, I forgot to use the like cream contour shade. I'll give it a little swatch so you guys can see it. This is what that looks like. And then this is the packaging right here. It is really cute and I was so excited to try it out, but I forgot again. Why do I always forget stuff? Alright, so then it's time for mascara. They sent me the I Need a Miracle Volumizing and Strengthening Mascara. First of all, I do really like this packaging. It's so like bulky and I don't know, I really love it. And then this is what the actual wand looks like. Normally I prefer a rubbery type wand, but this is like a more natural bristle wand. So I am really excited to try it out. It is a huge wand. So yeah, let's see if this is any good or not. So as always, to give it a fair shot, I am going to curl my eyelashes before applying the mascara. Ooh, right off the bat, I can tell that I will like this. Yeah, it is super volumizing. I have a feeling I will like this. So I'm going to apply a couple of coats because I always apply about 3 to 4 layers of mascara. So I'm going to do that now as well and show you guys what it looks like. So this is what 2 coats look like versus no coats. I think this looks really good. Oh yeah, also I really suck at applying mascara without getting it everywhere. So please let's just ignore that. Okay, I am liking this mascara a lot. So now I'm going to do the other eye as well. I am really curious to see if it will hold up on my lower lashes without smudging or budging. That is really the true test, so we'll see by the end of the day if it's smudged or not. Alright, so this is what the mascara looks like now that I have applied a couple of layers on both of my eyes. I have to admit, I really like it. I do think it will be better combined with another mascara that is a little bit more separating because it is very volumizing, but it also can get a little bit clumpy if you're not careful. But it was easy to build up and I do really like the end result. It does dry pretty quickly, so you can't really wait too long in between the different coats that you apply. But aside from that, I really like the mascara. I also like the packaging and the end result is pretty good in my opinion. So now all that we have left to do is apply a lip color. So I have a few options that I want to try out in today's video. Starting off, I picked up the Essence All My Cuties lip balm. This is in the shade Baaarly Kissed. So this is what that looks like. It's super cute. So I'm guessing this is basically like a tinted lip balm. So I'm going to give it a little swatch. But yeah, judging from that swatch, it looks like a tinted lip balm. So I'm just going to apply this. Alright, so this is what this lip color looks like. As I thought, it is like a very shiny lip color, but it does have great color payoff and it feels super moisturizing. So this is what the look looks like with this lipstick. But then Essence also sent me a few of their metallic chrome liquid lipsticks. So they sent me 3 shades right here. Now if I have to be completely honest, I'm not really the biggest fan of metallic lipsticks, but I do want to try them out for this video. So I think I'm going to go for this shade right here, which is called Copper Dropper. If you guys want a lip swatch video and you want me to pick up all of these shades, definitely let me know in the comments down below and I will do that for you. Even though I'm not really a big fan of metallic lipsticks, I am going to do that for you if you're interested in that. So definitely leave it down below in the comments. But for today I'm going to stick to Copper Dropper. So I'm going to give it a little swatch again. So this is what that looks like. To me, metallic lipsticks look more like eyeshadows. I don't know. It's weird. Maybe I'm weird, but I'm just not really a huge fan of them. The packaging though is really cute. It reminds me of like Kylie Jenner liquid lipsticks. So it is a little bit of a rip-off when it comes to the packaging, but I do really like the design they went for. So I'm just going to apply this one. Alright, so this is what that shade looks like. It does look kind of fun if you ask me, but I just don't see myself wearing this out. I don't know why. I don't know what I have against these, but yeah. It also is drying down really quickly, so I'm guessing these will dry down to a matte finish. Like not a matte finish, but they have a metallic finish, but they feel like a matte liquid lipstick, if that makes any sense. So I'm guessing these will be quite long lasting. But yeah, this is the look with this lipstick. Alright, and then lastly for lips, they also sent me their new Color Boost Matte About Matte liquid lipsticks. So they already had these in the like shiny version, which I did a dedicated lip swatch video on, but now they have the matte versions, which I am so excited about. Again, they sent me 3 shades, but if you want me to do a lip swatch video and pick up all of these shades, again, leave it down below in the comments because I would love to do that. But I think I'm going to go for the nude one or this one. I think I'm going to go for this one, which is called Matte Matters. The metallic liquid lipstick, by the way, dried down completely, so it definitely feels like a matte liquid lipstick and it will last a very long time on the lips. So I'm going to give this one a swatch as well. Ooh, that looks pretty. That is a beautiful fall shade right there. Alright, so this is what this lipstick looks like. I love this. This color is beautiful. It was a little bit tricky to apply because these are very liquid and the wand isn't like the best ever to have like a really sharp edge. But that being said, I am really happy that these are drying down to a matte finish. Finally, Essence released a liquid lipstick that is actually matte and that dries down, which I am so happy about. I have been waiting for this moment for so long and now they finally did it. They did it. I am so excited about that. So that actually wraps up this makeup look. Let me know what you guys think of this look. I am pretty obsessed with it. I like the lips. It is a pretty like fall look if you ask me. So I'm not going to go over the products right now because I want to do an update in a couple of hours. It is now 12 o'clock, so I'm going to wear this makeup throughout the day. And then at the end of the day in a couple of hours, I will show you guys what it looks like. But for now, I can say that I liked everything except for the foundation. I don't know, I'm not really a big fan of the foundation right now, but maybe by the end of the day I will like it. It's not that I hate it, but I was really not a big fan of how it applied. But yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the only thing I didn't like, so that's pretty good if you ask me. And also the highlight I was a little bit underwhelmed by, but it's not bad either. So yeah, so far my thoughts on the products. Now I'm going to go ahead and go around my day. I'm going to film another video and then I'm also going to shoot a couple of photos for Instagram. So I will see you guys in a couple of hours. Alright, so I'm back. It is now 5:30 in the afternoon. I just got done doing a little Instagram photo shoot. I know I haven't been wearing this makeup for a long period of time, for about 5.5 hours, but I am ready to take it off and start relaxing for my evening. But before doing that, I'm going to go over the products really quickly. So we have the glow boosting primer. So far my skin looks pretty glowy but not like oily, which is good. So I don't know if it is the primer or the foundation because it is the first time I use these. So what I'm going to do is use this primer with other foundations and give you guys a final update in like a favorites video or something like that. But so far, I really like it actually. The foundation, now that it has been on my skin for a couple of hours, I have to admit I don't hate it. The thing is that it was way too light for me, so I had to go over with a darker powder afterwards because everyone said that I look like a ghost. So I can't really say that much about the foundation because I am wearing a huge layer of powder on top of it. But it does look pretty good. It rubbed off a little bit around my nose, but I also blew my nose. Is that the right word? I blew my nose. But aside from that, it actually doesn't look that bad, to be completely honest. So what I might do is actually pick up the right shade and wear it even more. And then again, update you guys in like a favorites video because actually, now that it has been on my skin and my face has actually warmed it up, it doesn't look that bad. And I'm not oily, but I'm not matte either, which is good. So I don't know, I still have to test it out even more in my correct shade, but I'm not hating it anymore. The concealers, to be completely honest, I don't really see a difference underneath my eyes between the matte and the healthy glow one, but it still looks pretty good. So I like the concealers. Coverage is great, lasting power is great. Can't really say anything bad about these actually. What else? The highlighter, the Glazed Donut highlighter. The highlight still looks as intense as it did in the beginning, so that's good. I like that. The eyeshadow palettes. My eyes still look poppin' and the eyeshadow hasn't creased whatsoever, so we're liking the eyeshadow palettes a lot as well. The mascara, again, something I really enjoyed because it didn't smudge or budge underneath the lower lash line, which is always a pet peeve of mine, and a lot of mascaras do that, but this one doesn't. And it doesn't claim it is waterproof, but it is smudge resistant. And then lastly, for the lip products, so I ended up with the Color Boost liquid lipstick. To be completely honest, I did apply another liquid lipstick, but that was about 2 or 3 hours later. And it still was as intense as it was when I first applied it. So far I can tell you that it stays on for hours, which is great. It's not the one I'm wearing right now because I did switch it up, but these dry down completely matte. They're not the comfiest ever, but they do have a great lasting power. So yeah. So far my little check-in, everything is going pretty great actually. Alright, and that was it for today's video. I really hope it was helpful and that I did a pretty good job at showcasing these products and also letting you guys know what is worth spending your money on and what is not. Again, Essence is really affordable. They are getting a little bit more expensive, but they are still super affordable. They're cruelty-free. So definitely check out these products at your local drugstore. And again, thank you Essence for sending over a few of these products. I really appreciate it. If you're interested in knowing more about about the new Cuties products. I already posted that video, so it will be linked down below in the description if you're interested in that. If you're wondering where my jewelry or top is from, they're all from Blaise Boutique's fall collection, my own online boutique, so definitely check it out if you can. And yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.
Say that it feels right.